Hi, everybody. Welcome to Barca Volume. Welcome to another pre-game show. It's Barcelona. It's Valencia tomorrow at 12 p.m. And I cannot wait for this game, and I cannot wait to get into everything that will happen into this game and everything as far as the preview, the lineups, the predictions, everything else. But before we do that, I want to get into a very, very, very important game. And as Real Madrid takes care of business today, unfortunately, that hate along was not successful today as Real Madrid barely, but let's be fair. There's some questionable calls along the lines of this game against Real Sociedad. And I want to talk about this game, and no one better to do it this with right now than my man right here. What is going on? Football Matrix making his debut, man. What is up, bro? I know a lot of
What's
people will
going
probably
on?
listen to you. And actually, in my channel, some people have asked me when I was going to bring you on my show. And I said, well, maybe one day. And then that day is right now, man. How are you? How are you living 12 out of 12 points at Real Madrid?
First of all, of course, thank you so much, Barca Volume, for the opportunity to create some content with you. It's an honor to appear on your channel. I think it's about time that I made my debut on your channel. For the game, though, I'm sure that we would get more into it, but I couldn't be more satisfied. Like, I have seen major changes in this team from last season, and I would get into it more in depth when we talk about the game. But thank you again, Volume, and big up to you, my friends.
No, of course, man. I have to bring it up right away because right off the bat, I think this game, okay, as much as I want to talk and talk about Real Madrid all you want, but the one thing I will say though is this. Real Madrid has an incredible player in their squad, and his name is Kylian Mbappe. And I predicted this. I said, you know what? I didn't first guess this. I didn't second guess this. I first guessed it. And I said, you know what? I think Mbappe is a serious contender for the Ballon d'Or this season. Not for this is one of the reasons why I'm against Real Madrid boycotting the Ballon d'Or, because I think it may hurt him down the line, especially for next season, next year when it comes to November, December, whenever they want to have this Ballon d'Or thing. And Mbappe could be the number one or maybe top three in this conversation. And I think down the line it's going to hurt. But let's get to the point. Right now, Mbappe, it's on killer mode, baby. Like, he's unstoppable right now. And honestly, for as much as you want to talk about the tacticians of Xavi Alonso, the build-up play from Dean Housen, at the end of the day, bro, having a prolific striker like that can just turn nothing into gold. Continue. He's basically Jesus right now for Real Madrid. For God's sake, he's turning water into wine right now. Last season, I think at one point in the beginning of the season, he had 14 out of the last 16 goals for Real Madrid, something like that. And if it wasn't
Yes,
for this stupid offsides, bro, like he can't stay
20
on side
plus.
to save his life. Right now, he's at 3 goals. He would be at like 6 goals right now, isn't it?
Yes. Look, of course, it's amazing to have a difference maker like Kylian Mbappe in my team. This was the Mbappe that we were expecting when we got him last season. Of course, we know that the first half of the last season he was terrible. He woke up from January when it was like Vini died and Mbappe came to life. It was like that last season. But
Mm-hmm.
so far, I'm telling you, he looks like a different animal right now. He's not like the Mbappe from last year. He looks even sharper, even faster. And I'm telling you, Volume, I'm seeing Mbappe press. I'm seeing Vini press. I have never seen these players press last season. They press. They work hard. Vini, he was shit in this game. I'm not going to say anything different. He should be dropped next game. I want to see Rodrigo start versus Espanyol next game in La Liga. Vini deserves to be on the bench after today. But
Yeah,
Mbappe, but it was not only Mbappe, it was Arda Güler too. Arda Güler, he was everywhere on that pitch today. Defensively, offensively.
bro.
That guy as well, he's looking dangerous right now.
Bro, honestly, like I'm gonna tell you this, Beanie. Like, first of all, what are you doing? They bringing you a long pass in transition. That's supposed to be your bread and butter, bro. And even the commentator was like, "Why is Beanie stopping on this play?" It was literally the same exact situation where Mbappe gets that pass from a Real Sociedad defender, and hits him in stride. Mbappe goes like an animal, like a shark smelling blood, and goes right in stride, intercepts it. And even the other defender tried to kind of like bother Mbappe on that play and kind of contested it. But Mbappe was just
Good luck.
prodding him up in the speed, going 100 miles an hour on that ball. And then at that point, like, he controlled it, and then bang, that's a goal. That's exactly the same thing that I was expecting Vini to do. I don't know if you remember that play, but there was a play where right in transition, he gets hit, and then he stops instead of just like, dude, just go, bro. And then he had another chance, like on the left flank. He had another chance where he cut inside. He had Mbappe in the middle, and he didn't give it to him. And he tried to like maneuver two Real Sociedad players and kind of run into Mbappe at one point. And I was like, bro, that's it, bro. Like, what are you doing?
He lost the ball so many times today. I'm telling you, I need to also give a shout out to Alvaro Carreras, brother. You have been amazing so far, because imagine Vini lost the ball most out of all of our players, and every time he lost the ball, it was a counter-attacking opportunity. So Carreras had a lot to do on his left flank, but the performance itself, I'm just gonna state it like this: if this was Ancelotti's Real Madrid in this game, we would have 100% lost this game today. We would not even come up with a point. But the difference in the mentality that I see last season, if we got the red card early away from home, it was done. Our players would just put their head down and that's it, give up. Against Osasuna, we did exactly that last season. This season, though, we played majority of the game with 10 men in San Sebastian, a difficult place. On top of that, Sociedad scored an early goal in the second half, which means the whole stadium woke up and the players got confidence. They were like, okay, we have like more than 30 minutes left on the clock and we need one goal to equalize. So,
all right. So totally get you your point. Going back to that first minute of the game, bro. Like, let's walk the people through this. I mean, what the hell? Like, there's two things I want to say real quick, because the number one thing is like, what the hell, bro? Why are you still playing so close to the line like that? Well, you obviously don't have to. Look at the first goal he actually scored, like in the 10th minute. Just coming from way behind the ball, dude. Way behind. There's no point where Mbappe should be this close to the line. I guess he's trying to play the number 9 position, but he can't do it. And I'm not saying that this is his fault. I actually think on this play that he's actually onside. I mean, the frame that they're giving us doesn't really add up to me, because you can see the handball from the defender that's in front of him. You can see the hand it's extended too. Like
but the hand doesn't count. Look, only the body parts that you can score a goal with counts in the offside rule. So if your hand is in offside position, it's not going to count as an offside, because you're not allowed to score with your hand anyways. So only the body parts that are, look, as you can see, his shoulder, look, his shoulder is in offside. You can still score with your shoulder. So
look, I guess the only thing I'm saying, though, like,
this one, like the last one against Mallorca was way closer than this one, in my opinion. Volume.
Huh?
The last goal, the goal that he scored against Mallorca, you remember, with the Trent pass, and they called it offside.
Yeah.
I feel like that offside was much closer than this one today.
I actually think this is closer, bro. I don't understand it. Like to me, I saw the goals against Mallorca, and I thought those were good calls. And I thought I was actually making fun of a few people on Twitter, because I'm like, people are complaining, and you can see the shoulder, but in this situation, like, I don't see that shoulder ahead of the defender. But I don't know. That's one question right off the bat. But in that moment, what I was really thinking is like, my God, Mbappe, like, again, dude, we're doing this again. We're talking about this again. It's you scoring another goal, a nice goal, but you can't stay on side to save your life. And just give them 2 steps.
It was just one time during the game, though, he got caught offside.
I know, but at that time,
it's gonna happen to any striker. But I feel like he actually. I like the Xabi Alonso system, because I actually get to see Mbappe a couple of times during the game drift on the left-hand side as well. You see Vini drift to the middle and Mbappe operating on the left-hand side, and the goal for Arda Güler again. Mbappe, the technique and the pace, I'm telling you, if he can only tidy up that part of his game to just stay on side, I'm telling you, he's going to be unstoppable. Because if you get into a foot race with him, you ain't
Yeah,
catching him. It don't matter who you are, which type of defender you are, you ain't catching him. He will be gone, and he's a very good finisher too. I expect him to
good.
get minimum like 45, 50 goals again this season.
He's got what, 4 goals right now?
4 goals already, yes. I think more,
Yeah,
no?
yeah, he
Yeah,
should
four
have
goals.
6 or 7 by now. But
Wait,
between
more.
all
He
this
has
stuff
more,
like
I
goals,
think.
no, because he didn't score any goals last game. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, he had two. They had the two offside ones, and then
Two
he didn't
offside
score
goals,
in
yeah.
the second half. But the one thing I do want to say though, like he capitalizes on that mistake. I know Bini was pressing there, was kind of pressuring the player from Real Sociedad who did that, and I know some people were giving him credit. No, I'll give Bini credit. Like at least he's trying. Like he's putting on
Yes.
the effort. Like I'm not gonna criticize him for saying like you're not putting on the effort. Like, no, I can see, bro. Like I can see that you're putting on the effort, but your game is just not there. I don't know if you need to hire a psychologist. What the hell is going on with Bini, bro? You tell me. Like I see him and I'm like, I'm lost for words. Like I can't understand. Like his game, it's so good. And I saw the other day when he came in the second half. You know, he gets that pressure, steals the ball, gives it to Mbappe. Mbappe scores, and then after that, he gets a goal. Like he gets, dribbles two players, cuts inside, crosses, drills it like to perfection. That's a classic advantage Vinny, right? But these are
Yes.
flashes. Like, why can't we see that every single time? And in this game, dude, he looked terrible, bro. Like I'm telling you, like it was kind of embarrassing.
What I have to say is that this season is do or die for Vini. Either he performs and he gets the new contract from Perez, or he just continues like that, and Perez gonna get rid of him in the summer. I'm telling you, because right now he's demanding 30 million, and if you continue
Hmm.
to play like that, imagine you play shit 2 seasons in a row. Sorry for cursing. I don't know if it's okay to curse here
No,
or
it's
not,
all
but
good. It's okay.
if you play on the level that you are doing for 2 seasons in a row, do you really think that Florentino Perez would give you 30 million euros a year? He's gonna sell you immediately. This is Real Madrid. We ain't gonna give you 2, 3 years and say, okay, you done something for us 5 years ago, so we're gonna give you a
Hmm.
new contract now after 2 terrible years, and you're gonna get a pay rise too. This is not how Florentino Perez operates. So it's
Yeah.
in your hands. You want the new contract, you want the pay rise. Show it to the president on the pitch. Perform and be one of the main players in the squad for the whole season, and you will get the money which a main player deserves to have. Because right now you don't deserve that money. Mbappe right now, he deserves every penny that he gets. You you deserve maybe 10% of it right now. The rest of it you should give it away to charity until you come back to best form.
Okay, so yeah, I agree. So let's talk about that play, like that controversial play where everyone's saying it's a robbery. Everyone said it's ridiculous. Now I'll give you my 2 cents on this, and I will play devil's advocate. I'm not saying that this should be a red card 100%. All I'm gonna say is I'm gonna build a small case to say that this is not a robbery. This is not a blatant call because okay, so first of all, like I rely on this source called BAR, so it's called Bar Archivo Bar, right? And
All right.
they already said that this is not a red card, and the reasons they laid out the reasons why it says a wiring cross up the Real Sociedad Real Madrid. Hoisen, without being the last man, grabs and brings him down Oyarzabal. It's not a red card. Additionally, I guess the forward was outside. But my only problem with Bar in this situation is the framing. Like all the pictures they showing me are like the pictures like this. Look, that picture. They show.
Okay. Just take away the text. Just take away the text. I need to see that picture again. I'm going to tell you. Look
Look,
at where Eder Militao is, Barca volume. Eder Militao is ahead of the defender, which means Dean
yeah,
Huijsen is not the last man. If Eder Militao is ahead of the forward, he is the last man, not Dean Huijsen. At the same
I.
time, I put the blame on Dean Huijsen too. He should have never made that challenge anyway.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Like I feel like people like Madrid fans don't like criticizing Dean. And one of my
I
knocks on Dean.
criticize him.
one of my knocks on Dean is like I give him a lot of credit. Like his build-up play is insane. I saw a stat yesterday. I guess he's the player that had the most passes not named Pedri Gonzalez in the whole La Liga. So that's
Long balls
crazy.
as well.
That's crazy. There's no other player except for Pedri that has more passes than Dean. To me, that's a little insane. But I will say though, I understand. Like I rely on Bar because Archivo Bar is telling me that this is not a red. I'll go with it. But I don't like the frames because look, I have it right here. Like I'll show you real quick, and then you tell me like why didn't well, it's okay for them to tell me that, but why didn't they show me this frame? Because in this frame, I'm looking at Oyarzabal basically having very close to a one-on-one because Courtois right there. Courtois is already like he's already
I
like
know.
either
When
I
you see
either
the goalie, I can understand. But once
I think
again,
I think the referee was looking at the goalie on that play and was looking at Oyarzabal and said, you know what, Dean panicked because Dean didn't want to get that one on, didn't
he
want to
did.
leave
He
it to that
panicked.
one-on-one.
But if you're gonna give a red card as the last man to Dean Huijsen, once again, Eder Militao is ahead of the forward, which means Eder Militao will count as the last man. If he's closer to the goalie than the forward, how is Dean
Now,
Huijsen the
I
last
think
man?
I think Militao gets there maybe just as fast as the goalkeeper get there, but my question is, well, it's because Militao it's extremely fast. He's one of the fastest CBs you're ever gonna
Crazy.
find.
After
But
two
I think
after
he
two
gets there.
ACLs.
I 100% think that he gets there, but that just because you think that he gets there doesn't mean that maybe Atletico Madrid against Villarreal you're not gonna call it because it's slower defender. So you can't call it or not call it because he's fast or because he's gonna get there. So, like in my opinion, if they would have given me this frame and say it's not a pen, because on this frame it does seem like if Dean doesn't take him down, he's getting a one-on-one with Courtois, and Courtois is way out. He's
Yeah,
way
I
way out.
can understand that. Look, when it comes to this stuff, I have to be honest with you, Volume. I'm not one of those fans that like to really complain about this stuff. In my opinion, if you do your job, either way, you're gonna win the game anyways. The only thing that I'm happy with is that even though we played majority of the game with 10 men, majority of the game we played it with 10 men. Over 50 minutes we played with 10 men. And again, Real Sociedad tried everything they had,
Mhm.
like everything they had, and still the only way they scored a goal on us was a penalty goal, which was our own mistake. Because how is Danny Carvajal slide tackling with his arm up in the air like that, Mamara? Just put your arm down when you slide tackling. So other than the penalty goal, they didn't really have really clear cut chances. Like I didn't really see like really clear cut. Like okay, maybe it was like one, which almost became an own goal. I remember that. But beside that, it was like they didn't really do anything. And I have to say, our defense, I have to give them props. Eder Militao coming back, he barely has played football for 2 years. He has got an
Mhm.
ACL injury in both of his knees. And today, he was a contender for man of the match. If Mbappe wasn't playing today, he was man of the match today. He
This
was
is why I
so
didn't think it
solid.
was a big deal that Rudiger got that injury. I mean, it sucks for Rudiger more than it sucks for Real Madrid because Real Madrid has they still have Militao, who's playing extremely well this year. I'm surprised, by the way. I'm very
Me too.
surprised that he's playing this good. Also, they have Chouameni. At one point, when Dean Housen went out, it was Chouameni who was playing in the backfield as well. So Real Madrid has a couple of players that can play there. So I don't think it's as big a deal. But here's the table, bro. Like, what are you saying about the table? Because right now, I just as I predicted, Atletico Madrid is beating Villarreal right now 1-0.
Yeah,
I didn't predict the 1-0, but I did predict that Atletico Madrid will win this game. By the way, but what I
amazing.
will,
I
yeah,
predicted a draw, I think. I
you
predicted
predicted
a
a
draw,
draw.
Abel. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
2-2, I
going on
think.
right now. It's going on right now. That's probably why some people are not here because I'm doing this during the game, but I can't.
We are here. Let's go.
A lot of people watch my live shows on replay too. But what I
Much
will,
love to everyone.
yeah, no, and thank you for being here. By the way, guys, everyone
Thank
who's
you.
watching, go subscribe. to Football Matrix as well. Oops, sorry, but I took you out.
No
Go
problem.
subscribe to Football Matrix. I appreciate you stopping by, bro. Also,
Thank you.
and everyone, please like the stream though. There's 40 people and there's only 10 likes. So if you guys can at least get us to 20 likes for now, that would be very, very helpful. So
Don't be
I
moving
mean,
like Dean Huyson's defending today, my friend. Smash the like button.
so for better or for worse, bro, I'm telling you, Dali said something today on his reaction video because I was watching him, and then he said one thing: you can improve on your performance, but you can't improve on your results, and it's very true, dude.
Yes.
At the end of the day, it's 12 freaking points, and Real Madrid hasn't looked as good as I mean, nothing I've seen still doesn't make me scared of them. There's nothing. I still think that when they played up against a tougher opponent, they will
Look at that.
they will struggle. I don't think that the Real Sociedad today was a team that was really pushing back too much. But at the end of the day, dude, it's all about stacking these wins. And look, I mean, 12 points in the Barcelona now the pressure is back on you because now Barcelona has 7 points. And we're playing basically in at the Johan Cruyff, which is a little bit of a smaller field with only 6,000 fans. I think this is advantage Valencia, to be honest, because not having
beating them,
not having plus to 45,000 fans, that kind of hurts a little bit. And now Barcelona has that pressure to have to win tomorrow. It's just that extra stuff, man. Just put that pressure on, and Real Madrid, man. 4 games, 4 victories, 12 points. What is there more to say, bro?
Look, of course, it's very early in the season, so nothing is decided at all. At the end of the day, La Liga is 38 games, and Real Madrid has only played 4 of them. So we still have 34 games left until the La Liga season is done. But what I said during the summer before the season began was like, I want to see improvement from last season. Last season, at this point, we had 2 wins and 2 draws after 4 games. A draw against Mallorca and a draw against Las Palmas. This season, we are collecting all the points. At the end of the day, even 10 men, whatever, get the job done and come back with the 3 points. The performances like that, when you play so many minutes with only 10 men, but at the end of the day, you come out of that game with all 3 points. Who knows? Maybe those 3 points will come into clutch at the end of the season. Who knows? So
exactly.
Yeah, bro. So like these type of games when you were under so much pressure, but you still got the job done, even though all the negative things that happened during the game, red card early, I don't know, penalty for them, all of that, still get the job done. Even score a goal with 10 men on the field too. The second goal we scored it with 10 men on the field.
Yeah. And that was
improvement.
And that was a beautiful play by Kylian Mbappe. Once again, like I said, right now, dude, he can't. Right now, he can't. He can turn water into wine if he wants. Right now, I'm just gonna put it to you like this. I mean, everything that he's doing, he seems to be working. He gets his ball on the left flank. He takes a player 1-on-1 and puts a beautiful pass. That was to Arda Güler, who actually did have a pretty good game today. But hell, man, but that's what I'm saying, though. I want to ask you a question because
go on.
I feel like Real Madrid are doing. I mean, I don't know. There's a few things that are still going on in this club that I don't understand. So, like for me, Brahim Diaz gets the start over Rodrigo. I still don't like it because even though Brahim,
it's not look,
Brahim is an upgrade.
I get your point, but look, Rodrigo has personally requested the coach to only play in his natural position, which is the left wing. He's just competing with Vinicius Junior for that place, so he's not gonna play on the right hand side. So right now, our options on the right are Franco Mastantuono or Brahim Diaz. Franco Mastantuono had a poor performance against Mallorca, so he deserved to get dropped. But Brahim Diaz today, worst player for Real Madrid out there. What did you offer our team in the
what
first
did
half?
he do? I didn't even know he was playing, bro. Like I dead honest telling you, I wasn't like super hyper focused on the game. I had a few things going on with my family and stuff. And at one point, it was like the 35th minute, and I saw him on a throw-in, and I'm like, freaking dude, I thought I thought that he wasn't even on the game, bro. Like he wasn't like I can't believe that he's still like. And to me, I'll be honest. I feel like my question to you was gonna be this.
Go on.
I feel like Mbappe, as good as he has been, the times where I've seen him play better, it hasn't been at the number 9 position. Like I feel like every time, for example, right today he gets a goal and he gets an assist, but the goal he got it was off the left. He was taking a player one on one into two defenders. That's his bread and butter, going from behind. This is why he's getting caught off sides. Also, the second goal for Arda Guler, it's a play that he takes on a player. He takes on the
On the
right back.
left.
He takes on the right back, Eduardo, I think his name is, and he just leaves him on the dust, dude. He put like he
You mean
just
the right back?
yeah, the right back.
Is
He puts he was a
Elizondo.
one on one. He
Elizondo.
took him off. It was by himself. Then he finds Arda Guler. That's also the stuff that just Mbappe loves doing. Is I feel like he's not doing the stuff when he's playing the 9. So the real dilemma that Real Madrid has is like, bro,
Can you bring up this big chat?
how can they get
volume?
rid of Bini so that Mbappe can play on the left? And if you guys could have a maybe even Gonzalo Garcia, somebody else. I know Bini right now. It seems asinine to even suggest that you shouldn't play Vinicius Junior, given the form that he has been on in the last couple of years. But it just feels to me that right now Mbappe can't play where he's playing his best. The last
But I'm
time
gonna
where you
be
guys,
honest here.
but well,
Leave
I'll finish
volume.
with this. The last time
Go on,
you
go on.
guys had, I'm sorry, the last time you
No
guys
problem.
had you win against Osasuna was a 1-0 game. It was Mbappe, the only player of the game that he was able to do in that game, and cuts inside and gets that pen and scores. But that was also not playing the 9. That was playing on the right wing. So that's all I'm saying. The areas where he's being accelerated and play better, it's not being at the 9 position. So what does Real Madrid do there? Do they keep playing him there, or do they try to
The
find somewhere else for
system,
him to thrive?
the system that you are seeing here will disappear as soon as Jude Bellingham is back into the team. Let me just respond to this chat and then I will go on. What it says, the football matrix Madridista would get cooked in the Champions League, Vato Loco. All right, Mala. Mark my words, bro. Juventus played
Superb.
superb against Inter today. It won't be easy for Juve. Is out for revenge. Mala, first of all, I think you need to work on the English a little bit. Secondly, if you support Barca, please, Mawala, don't talk about the Champions League with me, okay? Focus on your team winning the Champions League. Mawala, don't worry about the trophy for us. You should be worried about the trophy for yourself. You haven't touched it for a long time. So right now, focus on the Champions League for your own team. Don't look at other teams in the Champions League, Mawala. Secondly, if you are a Juve fan, Mawala, Juventus at home, we gonna dust them away. I'm telling you this right now. Juve, they can play superb against Inter. I don't know, against these Serie A teams. When you come over to Santiago Bernabeu, my friend, in the Champions League, is going to be different. Just because we had one bad year, you think that shit's gonna happen every season. What about all the other times when team comes to the Santiago Bernabeu in the Champions League and get dusted away? Have you forgot about those times as well? So Juve, I ain't worrying about Juve, Mamala. And Mbappe left. This is what I wanted to say about the system. Now that I got the response to the chat away, once Jude Bellingham comes back, I truly believe that the left wing and the right wing options will go out of the window. We're gonna play 3 at the back, and we're gonna have only Trent and Carreras on the flanks, and we're gonna play with 2 strikers. And I truly believe that Mbappe will be the left striker. So Mbappe will be able to drift on the left hand side anytime he wants. And if Vini can't perform, then Vini needs to be dropped and Gonzalo Garcia needs to be put next to Mbappe. I don't care. If you don't perform, there is competition in the team. Gonzalo Garcia was the top goal scorer in the Club World Cup out of everyone. So he deserves to still get some minutes. If Vini ain't performing, it's not like Gonzalo Garcia is a bum. He has proven that he can score goals and offer a different option, because Gonzalo Garcia, I'm telling you, he reminds me of it's like having Federico Valverde as the striker. He works hard, just like Fede. He will run back, defend, everything, press. So he's young. He's from academy. He breeds the club. He deserves to get minutes. He has earned his place in the squad. So Vini, either perform or Adios, hermano.
Hey, volume. Why are you talking about Barca? Aren't you talking about Barca and rather talking about with teams destroying La Liga? Actually, it's funny that that he's saying that because Real Madrid right now, I mean, you can make an argument. The last three games are being questionable referee games. I can, for example, in this game, I that the Dean play is questionable. The Mbappe offside was a little questionable in my opinion. So there's a few things. Some people are saying the handball. To me, that's a clear penalty. By the way, I don't think there's
No,
any
no, that's a
question.
pen. That's a
That
pen all
that's
day.
a
That's a
yeah,
pen.
yeah. Carvajal makes a bad
His
mistake there.
arm should never be there. His arm should have never been there, bro. Not like that up in the air, my brother. This is not how you slide tackle. This is ballet dancing. You
So
hold your arms like that.
so to
Salsa, my brother.
to close this disgusting topic of Real Madrid, unfortunately, and having to
No,
talk
no.
about them having 12
Top of
points
the
through
league,
four
my
games,
brother.
I'll give you my kind of like my takeaway, right? As I stand back, let's stop talking about the game. Let's stop talking about the players. It's it's one thing I'm taking away from today is that I don't think that Real Madrid would drop a lot of points in La Liga this year. I the way I've seen them play, I feel like through 4 games, they haven't played extremely well. They have struggled at times. I feel like they do need Jude Bellingham. Now they got a little bit of a I don't say if it's luck. I don't know if it's because that play against Carreras, they easily could have drawn in that game. Carreras saves them last game. Now this game, there was a play where I think it was Oyarzabal hits the post and then it goes out. I think there was a little bit of luck there. It was 2-1.
Of course.
Real
Of
Sociedad
course.
could have Real Sociedad could have drawn, and then just could have parked the bus at that point because it was late in the game. So I'm looking at a few plays where it could have gone wrong to Real Madrid. There was one time where Courtois in the second half was trying to grab the ball, and he actually
Yes.
did. He grabbed the ball, but the other player is trying to do the header, and the ball hits his chest. That ball could have gone in because it knocks the ball away from Courtois,
To
but
Valverde. He
to
knocked the ball to
Valverde.
Valverde and
But
then, yeah.
the ball could have easily gone in as well. So I feel like Real Madrid hasn't played great all throughout. Like if you look at it in perspective, right? Every game for Real Madrid, you can make an argument they could have played better, but they got all
Of course.
all 3 points in every single one of these games. And not only just that, but what I'm looking at is their defense, their attack. Now, when you put in, it's funny that I always bring this analogy, but in hockey, if you have the striker and you have the goalie, you do have the makings of an amazing team. No matter what else you have, other ingredients you may have, these are such an important aspects of the game. And in my opinion, with this defense that Real Madrid is kind of cooking right now, I feel like it's gonna take around 90 to 95 points for Barcelona to be able to have a chance of winning La Liga. Is one of my
You think
takeaways.
so?
It's one of my takeaways. Yes, I think that this season Barcelona is going to need about 90 to 95 points to win La Liga, and it hasn't been like this in the past. Like last season wasn't like this, but I feel like this
No.
season, I remember there's been a couple of seasons where Barcelona and Real Madrid have battled each other out, and it has even literally come down to 95 points, 100 points at times.
100
And
points.
it just feels like this is going to be one of those years where if Barcelona is going to be serious about La Liga, they're going to have to start racking up and stacking up these wins like Real Madrid is doing. And I just feel like Real Madrid is not going to drop a lot of points this season.
At the end of the day, look, I'm not going to say that La Liga is done. I'm not going
No,
to
no,
say that
no.
Real Madrid is
Oh,
going
of
to win
course
the
not.
game. Win the league. I just want us to focus game by game and try to improve our performances game by game. All the way to the red card, I'm telling you, it looked like we're going to dust Sociedad away. Like
Mm-hmm.
the first 30 minutes, we could have scored 2 or 3 goals easily. And I
Yeah.
believe if we played with 11 men the whole game, I'm telling you, volume, we would have smashed them this game. But I'm just saying we needed to put in a defensive work today. We got the job done. Now forget about whatever happened in the game with the red card and whatever. We can't be focusing on negativity. Let's now only focus on first Marseille on Tuesday, and then Espanyol next weekend. Let's just focus on these two games. Get the job done now in the Champions League. You got all your points in the La Liga so far. I need a statement in the Champions League. We need to win our dignity back after what happened to us in the Champions League last season.
It's good days for Madrid, bro, because I actually predicted I have a prediction video out, and I got Real Madrid winning 3-0 against Marseille because they're going to play at home as well. So I expect that game to be a little easier than this game because
Mbappe.
that game is at home, and I believe Real Madrid will win 3-0. What do you think is going to happen in that game?
Olympique Marseille, they're going to face a familiar face. Kylian Mbappe Lotin has played in Ligue 1 many years and has feasted on Marseille many times wearing the PSG jersey. So now, Mbappe, I need you to feast on them in a Real Madrid jersey as well, my friend. So go out there and just give me a brace. I don't know, a hat trick. I would say, look, Marseille is a very good team, but at the same time, they ain't gonna defend like Mallorca and these teams against Real Madrid at Santiago Bernabeu. This is Champions League. They have actually quality players like Mason Greenwood. I don't know, Aubameyang, still quality players. Even though like Aubameyang is in his latter stage of his career, and Mason Greenwood, he's a mercenary. We already know about all of the stuff that he has been going through. But at the end of the day, Mason Greenwood is a very good player. Whatever you think about him, footballing ability, he's very good. And Aubameyang, he still has quality and can score goals. So I believe that Olympique Marseille will actually try to attack Real Madrid. And I really believe that if these teams try to attack us, it will only benefit our attack and Kylian Mbappe, because you're going to offer him even more space to run behind the defenders. So I think that Kylian Mbappe will easily get 1 or 2 goals minimum in this game. And I'm not saying that we're gonna smash them maybe 3-4-0, but I can easily see maybe like a 2-0 victory. I could see a 2-0 victory against Marseille, just clean sheet and 2 goals, professional performance, and just get the job done, and that's it. Move on to the next game.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for this Real Madrid Hey Watch Along. I actually was not watch along on my channel, but I was watching the game, so I'm gonna call it a Hey Watch Along. Guys, please like the stream. Subscribe to Matrix. Subscribe to this channel as well. I'm trying to grow this community. I'm trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of this month. I know it's crazy. It's a crazy ask, but it's my birthday month, so I can only wish, right? It's at the end of the day, when I'm lighting up those candles, I'm going to be wishing 4K subscribers by the end of my birthday month. So if you guys haven't subscribed, please do it.
Smash the like button, of course, for Barca Volume. Yeah. Much love to Barca Volume, even though we are very passionate rivals, like we debate all the time about Real Madrid and Barcelona. At the end of the day, I have nothing but love for him. And guys, Barca Volume will be a guest on my channel on Thursday as well, on my show. He's going to be guesting my show, and we're going to, of course, maybe discuss about what happens tomorrow against Valencia. And Barca you will play a Champions League game this week as well, yeah?
But we don't have to play until Thursday, bro, which is so ridiculously stupid, man.
So
I
you
can't
play on
believe
Thursday?
We're playing on Thursday. Yeah, we will have to play Thursday. That's because I think UEFA doesn't have any games for the Nations League or whatever. No, the Europa League or whatever. So because it's a off week, they're trying to spread out the audience, which I do appreciate, because I hate having all the games at the same time. So at least having one extra Champions League day, match day, kind of helps to kind of showcase more games. But I hate that I have to watch my team on Thursday. I wish I could watch another team on Thursday rather than Barcelona. But yeah, we were playing on Thursday, unfortunately. And we have to play
my friends, I don't know about the show then, because I was planning the show to have it the time that.
That's right. That's right, bro.
Yeah,
that's right.
I thought that you didn't have the game. You know what? Maybe I'm gonna talk to you, Volume, and maybe we can do it on Friday or whatever.
We'll figure it out. But I do want to switch topics, because finally I get to talk about my favorite team. Get to talk about the best team in Europe. I'm sure that the Matrix agrees with it.
Best team in Europe.
I don't know how much time you got. You want? I don't know if you're leaving or if you want to stay. Whatever you want.
I have to jump off, but of course, I wanted to come over and discuss the game a little bit with you. I was really like curious to know your opinion about our performance as well. And I have to be honest, even though I know that you don't like Real Madrid, but which is understandable, my friend. You're a culé, so you're not gonna like Madridistas and Real Madrid. But at the same time, Mabara, your points, amazing football knowledge as always. Barca volume. I'm happy that you at least are one of those Barca fans that can actually see that Real Madrid has improved from last season. Like
Of course.
maybe we are not the finished product yet, yeah, because you have to also remember volume. We are only in September, so the season just begun. Like maybe if this manager has time until I don't know January or something
Hmm.
like that with the team, maybe we can perform even way better than now. Who knows? But as always, much love to you, Barca volume. Thank you again for the opportunity to let me create some content
Of
with you.
course, man.
And I want to talk to you very, very soon. Much love to
Thank you,
everyone
bro.
and have
Thank
a
you.
nice day.
Yeah. All right, there you have it, folks. I know some people asked me about Football Matrix. We have a group chat, and he's having me on his channel for a show next week. So I asked him if he had time because I was doing a show right now as we were talking, and he said, yeah, he was willing to start by the show. So I said, okay, so let's do it. I'm gonna talk about Real Madrid at the beginning of this show, anyways. So it worked out. So that's kind of the reason why he's here with me. So guys, it is time for me to talk about something very important, something that I'm very passionate about, and some of those stats that came out today, right? Something that I'm really extremely upset about. And let's hear Hansi Flick, and this is regarding Lamine Yamal, because Lamine Yamal is gonna be he's out for the game tomorrow. He's questionable for the game against Newcastle, and that is the one thing that really gets to me, man. The fact that Lamine Yamal is not available because De La Fuente, and I said this. I don't know how many people are that are here are following my content, but I said this. I said, you know what? I am worried that Lamine Yamal has back pain going into the second game against Bulgaria because I said I know that La Fuente is going to play him. I know he's going to do it, and you know what? Lo and behold, he freaking played him, and not only did he play him, at one point in this game, that in this Spain against Bulgaria, the game was literally 6-0, and Lamine Yamal was on painkillers, and he was playing in this game that shouldn't be nowhere near the field. I don't know if this is a thing for marketing. I don't know if this is a thing where Spain really promising the broadcasting. I don't know what it is, but they had no business. Lamine Yamal had no business being on that field and in the second half against Spain. I get the first half, I get it, but the fact that they doing this, man, it's so pathetic and it's so ridiculous. And I want to play this clip by Hansi Flick, and I want you guys to give me your thoughts. Guys, get in the chat, please, and let me know what your thoughts are about this. And we are going to talk about the preview match, and as we listen to of course, we listen
Because
to
it's
Hansi Flick.
no, we will not be available. So it's for me it's a pity because it's he go to the national team with pain. He trained nothing with the national team. He got pain killers for playing. They 3 goals in every match. They have 3 goals ahead. He played 79 and 73 minutes against Bulgaria. Between the matches, he doesn't train, so or he didn't train. And this is not to taking care about players. This is not. I think Spain, they have the best team in the world, best players in the world. In every position, they are unbelievably good. So maybe also when we want to take care about players, about young players, it's like that doing this. So this is what I can say, and I'm really sad. No, we will not be available. So it's for me it's a pity because it's he.
I'm worried, guys. I'm really worried. And you know what, guys, you know what? You know why I'm worried more than anything? Um, I feel like Hansi Flick has shown so many different things this season than last season, and I just feel like he's extremely upset for some reason. Um, this season he looks like he's fed up with a lot of things. He's expressed frustrations, right? Even up against the board, the members, he's expressed feelings about what happened right now with Lamine Yamal. What happened right now with his injury in the back pain using painkillers? There's no point in hell that Lamine Yamal should have played this game, especially in the second half. Like I said, why is it that the Spain national team does not have anybody else that can play over Lamine Yamal and on a game in the second half? Why isn't he? Why is he playing in the second half with painkillers? I don't understand it. Why? It's Spain. He's an 18 years old player. 18 years old, bro. Lamine Yamal is 18 years of age. Why are we running him to the ground in the Spain national team in the second half against Bulgaria when the game is 6-0? When the game is 3-0, he should have been out. He never should have even sniffed the field in the second half of that game. And the fact that now we can't have him against Valencia, we may not be able to have him against Newcastle in St. James Park. When we have the likes of Balde out, the likes of Gavi out, now it's going to be Lamine Yamal. We have Frankie de Jong out. How is it that we have Lamine Yamal with 18 years old in the Spain national team full of grown-ups and nobody can step up for him, and De La Fuente has to be the one playing him in the second half? You cannot tell me that he needs to carry the team, because this is utter bullshit. Because I am sick of it. I am freaking. I didn't second guess it. I first guessed it. I said, you know what? I said it on stream. I am worried that because Lamine Yamal has back pains, and I am worried because this is not the first time that De La Fuente played Lamine Yamal when he doesn't need to play Lamine Yamal. Even about 5 months ago, I made a video where Lamine Yamal gets run to the ground on his ankles, gone for 3 weeks last season. Who remembers with his ankle when Lamine Yamal was gone after playing in the international break? It was so ridiculous. And it did not need to play him at that point. So I said, you know what? De La Fuente will freaking play Lamine Yamal. We'll start him. Even though, you know what? Lamine Yamal, between one game and the other, he didn't train. Lamine Yamal didn't train. So if he didn't train, why is he starting? That means if he's not training, he's in pain. If he's in pain, why is he starting against Bulgaria, bro? Bulgaria, out of all teams. But no, man, I want to read you guys what you guys are saying, bro, because this is ridiculous, man. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it to save my life. But now what you guys are saying, man, I'm not going to say these words, man. I'm not going to. If you text something like Biscal Varsa or something like that, then I'll probably read it. King Jr. also said, volume, still confident you can win La Liga. Okay, look, you're making a great point, questioning my confidence, right? But to answer your question, what I will say is, yes, we can still win La Liga, but I didn't expect Real Madrid to actually make things so difficult so early in the season. I actually thought that Real Madrid was going to struggle early on, trying to adapt. They were going to look tired from playing the Club World Cup, and I actually thought that Barcelona was going to look really good because they didn't play the Club World Cup. So I guess 2020 hindsight, it helped Real Madrid to play the stupid tournament, and now they are yelling, right? And now they're playing really much better. But there's a clear identity, and what surprised me the most is Real Madrid's defense. I think with that defense and Mbappe scoring every single game, I think you can win a lot of games like that because you have a prolific striker that's going to score a lot of opportunities, and you're going to have a good defense who's going to lock you down. So now my confidence has taken a little bit of a hit, but Barcelona can very well still win La Liga. Don't make any mistake about it. This is just getting started. Now, what I do, it's kind of a combination between Barcelona not looking good and Real Madrid looking like they're just stacking up wins. Now, what I will say, though, is this league is so far from over. Now, what I did say is that for Barcelona to compete with this Liga, they have to get to at least 90 points this year. 90. 90 points. It's going to take more than 90 points to win it. Atletico cooking right now. Yeah, so I predicted Atletico to win. Actually, I think it was a 2-1. Let me see what the score is right now. I mean, it's 2-0. So, I mean, I was expecting them to have a bounce back game. But I it's not like they're winning 3-4-0, 5-0 or anything like that. But I did expect Atletico Madrid to bounce back, and this was a perfect game for them to do it, because if they didn't, now it's 4 games and they only have 2 points. So Atletico de Madrid, it's coming back. WTF, no alert, bro, and I keep checking for you. What I will say, bro, is you need to just go to my channel and look under subscribe. You may not have the notification bell, or what you can do is you can probably unsubscribe and then subscribe back and activate the notification bell if you're not getting all the notifications. I wonder if this is happening to other people as well. So I'm not sure. La Liga teams are largely poor except for Barca, Villarreal. Referees most favor Real Madrid, so they will not lose many games in La Liga. So, bro, I got to tell you something, okay? This is not for me to get hate from people who from the community, right? But what I will tell you is you cannot watch this game today and come out and say that Real Madrid is getting helped by the refs, because if that call happens to Araujo, people that happened on Dean, people would have been saying that it's rigged, and people would be saying that it's bar drill or whatever. So let's just be objective, okay? Let's try to be objective. And if there's a game where we can't say anything about Real Madrid and the refs, is this game, because they also called a penalty on Carvajal in favor of Real Sociedad. They also had a few questionable calls throughout the game. So I don't think this is the game to bring the argument for the rest for Real Madrid, to be honest. But guys, please like the stream. I only got 17 likes. I need to get to at least 50 likes before we end the stream today. We still got to talk about the preview match, and I will be talking. I'll give you my thoughts, but I just wanted to bring all my bending out from this freaking Spain national team. The way they treated Lamine Yamal during the international break was, to me, it was just ridiculous, bro. Like I don't understand it, man. I just gotta be honest. Sorry, what to say? Yeah, that's horrible. Maybe the international trying to ruin Barca and Yamal. I don't know. I don't think it's as far as to trying to ruin in Barca. I think what really going on here is everyone is selfish. Everyone is looking for their best interest, right? So De La Fuente is looking out for the national team. He's not looking out for Barcelona. At the end of the day, he's not looking to rotate any players. He wants to have the best players on the field. He's like, they know what they say? They say, oh, you know what? What happens is that we only get him for a certain amount of minutes. So when we get them, we're going to play them. Yeah, but you have to think about their mental health, their physical health, and everything else in between. And they are not doing that. And that's really what gets to me, man. King Jr. says, we won 2-1 today. Yeah, we talked about it, bro, for like a long time. Valencia losing 2-1 tomorrow. They lost Bad Yamal and the NOG. Newcastle will cook you guys. Well, you know what? A lot of people say that. A lot of people think that. But you know what? That cannot be further from the truth, because when people say that many times, right? Why do you think Vegas makes so much money? Because us fans, we are so emotional and we are irrational. Instead of analyzing the game, instead of analyzing the matchup, we go and say, oh, because they're not playing this, this is gonna happen. And Vegas capitalizes on this and makes money off of people betting, because people are emotional when they bet. And usually when most people think one way, the bettors go the other way, because they know that everybody's betting on one way because of the emotions and because of they get the better of them. And then this is a great example. People think that, okay, Barcelona is going to get cooked, right? We're going to get cooked. Yeah. Okay. Have you noticed that Newcastle won today? And they've only won 2 before this game that they won today. They've only won 2 games since May. That's crazy. They play Leeds and I think they play Bournemouth. I can't remember what's the other team. But they play Leeds the other day, and it was like a 0-0 game at home, and I was like, dude, that's supposed to be the team that's gonna just annihilate Barca. Like, I don't know. A lot of times we're just looking at it from an emotional standpoint rather than just a pure football analysis. Um, you guys will struggle versus Valencia. You don't have Balde Yamal. I mean, you make a great point, but what I will say is, you guys struggled against Valencia. I think Valencia is going to make things difficult. Um, I think since their new coach, the new manager came into this team, I think they have played much better than before. So I think they're gonna make it difficult because of that. Because they this under new, I think it's I can forget his name, but since he started mid-season, he beat Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. And who remembers that stunner goal? It was 2-1 victory over Valencia over Real Madrid. And they this is really a different team. They're not the same old team they used to be. Rooney Bargy. So I think I'm going to talk about the lineup in just a little bit. As soon as I address this chat, I will talk about the lineup in just a little bit. I'm going to be talking. I don't think it's going to be Rooney Bargy, by the way, and I will tell you guys why in just a minute. To be honest, Volume, you should be happy with the UCL game on Thursday. 1 to 2 more days for Yamal to recover. See, I don't even think that Yamal will play. If he's dealing with back pain, we should probably just rest him and make sure he's 100% the following game on Sunday. That's kind of why but I'm not so upset about the game on Thursday. I'm bummed that I have to wait one more day to watch my team. That's all. Yamal will be out for a couple months. No, that's not true. Hell yeah, we are confident to win La Liga. We are Barca. Yeah. I totally agree with you. By the way, I understand why some people don't feel that way. But it's Madrid fans. What do you expect? This is how Tebas and De La Fuente want Barca to be. Barca should have no competitive team to challenge Real Madrid. Yeah, I don't know why, but I feel like that is a little bit of a stretch. But like I said, I don't think there's a mystery behind this. I think everyone's just looking for their best interest. Rooney masterclass incoming. Trust. Yeah, maybe. I don't expect him to start, and I will tell you guys why in just a minute. As soon as I address this chat, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with to the lineups or whatever. It won't be easy. Valencia, King Sabu, bro, as a team better than quality than Valencia. Yeah. By the way, shout out to my man. Just think about it. I wish I knew your name so I can call you by your name. He is my official first member of the community. If you guys want to become members, once I hit 5 or 10 members, I'm gonna create an amazing exclusive content for you guys, where you guys can have maybe have one-on-ones with me or do something. But I'm gonna do something with the membership. I just launched memberships yesterday, and shout out to my man right here who is my first founder member of this channel. So I would never forget you, bro. And if you guys want to be the first members of this channel, please, you can do that right now on this channel and become a member, and I will create a lot of exclusive content for you guys. It'll be a lot of fun. Bro, what Valencia are trolling? We cooked them 7-1. Yeah, I know we did, but that was last season. Now they have a new manager under new management, and they've been playing better. They beat Real Madrid. Don't forget that under the new management, they beat Real Madrid. So that's that. So that's what I mean. So let's see. High volume. Hey Samir, what's up, man? How's it going? Hope we can win LL this year, La Liga this year, and it will be a harder this season. One, I know that next summer we should make at least 3 to 4 signings. So next summer, I expect Barcelona to get at least one great CB and one great striker. Both of these are very important, extremely important. Look at Real Madrid. Now they got Dean, and look how much better they look with Mbappe. So yeah, so I agree. So like for volume, thank you for asking people to like my streams. I always appreciate this. Perez paid the REFF. The RFEF. That's funny. I hope you can. Okay, so I read this one already. Yeah, so there's still a lot of chats here. Let me see. says, "Hey, thank you. Glad to be the first of many members to come. Subscribe and join up the chat. Let's proper this man this to sky heights." Thank you, buddy. I appreciate the energy. I appreciate everything and everyone who supports the channel every single time. Even just you guys watching, you have no idea how much support that is. It's nice not to be talking to a wall, which I used to last year. I just talked to my mirror. I let out all my emotions through my mirror. But this year I have you guys to do that with, and that's so rewarding. It's so nice to have somebody to talk to about football, because in my family nobody likes football. So yeah, it's always nice to jump on here. So guys, let's get into the pre-game, because there's a lot of things though. There's a lot of things as it looks like Atletico Madrid will take care of business against Villarreal. Is totally a result that I did expected. Now let me check though, because I want to see, because I have a prediction thing. I think I said 2-1. I hope I said 2-0. Oh shoot. I said 2-1. God damn it. I'm not going to be able to hit my prediction, unfortunately. But guys, let me show you guys my screen real quick. Actually, not this screen. So I'm gonna stop sharing. So we can start building up this lineup and talking about this lineup. Let's talk about it, okay? So it looks like, let me see what the predictor lineups are. Okay, let me add it to the stage. And guys, let me know in the chat, what do you guys think about this lineup? Because okay, first of all, okay, let me tell you a few things. Okay, so it looks like Joan Garcia is going to get the start. It looks like Kunde is going to be the right back, and Eddie Garcia. So let me stop you right there. I don't believe that this is going to happen. I believe that what will happen is that it'll be Kunde and it'll be Kubarsi on the right. Kubarsi has to be back on his natural spot, right? Why is he still on the left? I don't understand that. So I expect Kubarsi to go back, and I expect Christensen to start. I believe so. I think this lineup is wrong, and I believe that Christensen will get the start in this game, and it'll be Gerard Martin on as a left back. I do agree with Gerard Martin there. Now let's talk about the pivots. I think, okay, so Casado is finally coming back again. I'm happy to see a full game for Casado, and I'm expecting Casado to have a good game here. I think together with Pedri, they will have a good midfield to give a lot of problems to Valencia. We can still keep control. Now Dani Olmo is the projected starter here. What do you guys think about Dani Olmo starting? I personally will start Fermin, but not only because, okay, but I do want to say one thing. Just because we start Olmo doesn't mean he's better than Fermin or Fermin better than Olmo. But whoever starts this game, I want them to play the full game. I'm freaking sick of the fact that every single game, every single time, the 10 is always getting subbed on. I don't like that. I don't like the fact that so Olmo starts and then he comes off in the second half. Fermin starts and then he comes off in the second half. I don't like that. I want somebody to start this team and just stay there for the most part. I know sometimes you got to make adjustments, but why is it always at the half that we have to make a substitution at the number 10? I don't like that. Now, Rashford seems to me that will get the start on the left wing. Now, I do agree with this, by the way. I do 1,000% agree. I think Rashford should start in this game after Balde is going to be out. We need him to stretch the field that width. He's going to add that because Balde is normally the one that does that. Now, Rashford can do that for us. But where does this leave Rafinha, though? Is he going to be benched? All of a sudden, he's just going to be benched? What are we doing here? So I think, honestly, what should happen, is I think we should play Rashford on the left and we should play Rafinha on the right because that's his natural spot. And I know Rooney Bargi, it's supposed to be the player who's supposed to take the reps from Lamine Yamal, but I think for this game, it's a bounce back game. We cannot be experimenting here. We need to show up, line up, and beat Valencia 100%. So I would 100% be okay with having Rashford on the left and go back to Rafinha on the right wing. That would be, to me, what needs to happen. Now, it's time for me to also to bring him back Lewandowski. Hey, by the way, Kevin, how's it going, man? Let me know if you want to jump on the show for a little bit. I'll be happy to have you on for a couple minutes. I'm not going to be going on for too long, though. I already passed an hour, so I got like 15, maybe 15, 20 minutes. If you want to hop on, let me know. I'll send you the link, bro. But what I do want to say, though, Lewandowski back in this game is really, really what I've been waiting for. Because Lewandowski against Valencia, he has an incredible record. He's got 7 goals in 5 games against Valencia. And that is one thing that I'm looking at when I want to say, how we attack Valencia? Well, the best striker that we have is Lewandowski. He scored a goal in the international break. So why wouldn't he start in this game? So I want Lewandowski to be starting. I want Ferran Torres to be benched. I think it's time to bring back Lewandowski. He scored an amazing goal with Poland the other day. So I think that he needs to do that. So at the end of the day, I think that this is important, right? So what I do want to have is, but yeah. So what I do want to have is, like, I want to have Rashford on the left. I want to have Fermin as a number 10. I want to have Rafinha as a right wing, and I want to have Lewandowski, bro. Lewandowski. And I know everyone wants the sexy move, Rooney Bargy, bring him on. He's good. I want to see maybe in the second half, but I don't want to experiment against Valencia. I want to start my best players. And Rafinha is asinine. It's asinine. Rafinha is a natural right winger. It's asinine not to have Rafinha there if we're going to have Rashford on the left, in my opinion. But I want to see what you guys are saying as far as the lineup goes. So, all right, so here we go. Let me see. What are you guys are saying? Okay, so we're like, okay, so right here, almost time. Yeah. So I actually think it's Fermin, but I'm not gonna be upset with Olmo either. So I think it's fine. So it says Fermin was trash. Olmo is much better right now. No, I agree, but I think that Olmo needs a wake up call. As much as I love Olmo, I've been the biggest Olmo defender. Olmo needs a wake up call, and if that is benching him, well, let it be, because he needs to just wake the hell up. This is, bro, at least do one watch along, please. Only one. Hey, thank you for that. I didn't know you would care so much. The problem is right now I'm doing a post game show, right, for every single game. So it's kind of my goal this season is to have a post game show after every single Barca game. So it's gonna be tough to do a watch along, but I think I will do a watch along eventually. So I'm thinking that I'm probably gonna do a Clásico. I think a Clásico may be my very first watch along of like ever. So maybe if you guys can tune into that, I will get emotional. I tell you that. It's one of the reasons why I don't do watch alongs. I get too emotional. Like I scream, dude. I scream. All right, so defense should be Kunde, Kubarsi, Christensen, and Jeffrey Torrent. Okay, so Jeffrey Torrent will be, again, experimenting, and I don't want to be experimenting too much. We need to go back to what we do best, and I think Gerard Martin offers more experience. Kunde, Kubarsi, Chris, Kunde, yeah, everyone is on board with me though. I guess Christensen, Kubarsi, yeah, I want to see Christensen, Kubarsi, and Rashford, Lewandowski, and Rafinha. I think we're all on the same page then. If Barca lose, the league title is over. No, bro. King, listen, bro. Last year, at the end of the year, like it was actually I think it was mid-December last season, Barcelona was up 7 points. Would you have said that La Liga was over then? Because Madrid did a complete 180, and I think it was in February, the beginning of February, Real Madrid was up by 7 points. So they were there 14-point swing, something that never seen before. People could have said, okay, people said Barcelona La Liga was over then in December. Then in February, people said La Liga was over then. And guess what? People are saying that La Liga will be over if Barcelona loses against Valencia, which is far from the truth. You just never know. It's a marathon. It's hard to even say that, dude. Big up, Kevin, man. Next time, bro. Next time. But by the way, guys, Paul Granazon, if you're looking for more Barcelona content, go subscribe to him, bro. He's got good thoughts too. Eddie Kubarsi, yeah, everyone's on board, I guess. Eddie Garcia is not good center back. He should not start. Yeah, I don't think he should start either. He lost way too many balls, man. I hated that. The watch along versus Valencia, only one. I want to watch the match with you one time, please. Hey, man, thank you for that. That's very flattering. But I'm actually I rather watch the game and then give you guys my thoughts, my perspective, my takeaways on the post game show. But I will be doing because a lot of my colleagues, right? Barca Reacts, Omar BYT, all these guys are doing watch alongs already. So most people that I know are doing watch alongs. It's not that I don't want to compete against them, but when I can just do the watch along, I mean, for now, I think maybe after this year, depending on how well my post game shows keep doing, I may just go back to doing a watch along every game and a video reaction like everyone else does. Depending, right? I'm just gonna be testing it out, so I'm not sure. Says Rafinha should get benched. Rooney needs minutes to get up to speed. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's an opinion. I respect it. Don't you think that Rafinha could use some rest after playing for that for that retire of coach? No, I mean maybe for one half and just to try to get this game in the bag, and then you can let him go. I would say probably. Let's see. If Barca loses tomorrow, yeah, I already said that. Rooney Bargi is not registered with La Liga. Can't play in La Liga, but he can't play in the But he can play in the Champions League. I believe that Rooney Bargi is registered, bro. I think he's registered. Rafinha is not creative on the right. In fact, Rafinha is not creative. I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying. Carnage will do a watch along though. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he does all the watch alongs. Driving at the moment, I get it, bro. No worries. Rooney Bargi, bro, just use lineups builder. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. You guys rather me to build a lineup than just looking it over. Okay. Next pregame show, I promise we'll do the lineup builder instead. I probably, if you guys have more fun with that, I'm okay with that. Let's see. 4 wins in a row. A la Madrid Español losing 2-0 on September 20th. Okay. Rafinha has not good. Not good. Rooney or Yamal on the right. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's a perfect timing to try Rooney Bargi and then Rafinha on the second half if things are not working, right? Also, we need to see Bernal as a sub. Dude, I cannot wait for Bernal, man. I cannot wait for that day where Bernal comes back and plays. I think he may just be the savior, because we need Pedri and Bernal, and who knows, maybe if Fermin and Olmo are not getting these things right, you bet your ass we're gonna put Pedri as a number 10, and we're gonna have Frankie De Jong and Mark Bernal when he comes back. And that, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be scary too. I'm telling you. I know Pedri is not a 10, but Pedri can very well play the 10. What is your prediction for Real Madrid? What is your prediction for Real Madrid versus Barcelona, October 26th? Okay, dude, it's too early, man. I don't know why you want a prediction right now. I don't know who someone could get injured before we know it and could change the whole dynamic of the prediction. So this is why I don't do predictions way too early. Right now, though, if we have to play them, I'm still going with Barcelona until I see otherwise. Until I see Real Madrid being able to beat Barca, I'm still picking Barcelona. So I don't think I'm going to pick Real Madrid. Don't you afraid of Rashford? Martin left flank. I mean defensive wise. Don't you afraid of Rashford? Ballin, do you think you will win the UCL this season? Okay, so if we are being honest, if we're being dead honest, right? The odds of winning is going to be low because it's so hard for one team to win. One team, only one team is going to win. Whether that's Liverpool, whether that's Barcelona, whether that's Real Madrid, it's so difficult to be that one team that peaked at the right time and played at the right time and just went on a run, right? So you never know. As there's been times where Borussia Dortmund made it all the way to the final. There's been time where Real Madrid made it all the way to the final when they had a gauntlet of teams that could have beat them. And you just never know. It's too early. Now, obviously, I'm going to say that I do believe that Barcelona can win the Champions League. As a matter of fact, but I think that, as a matter of fact, I picked them to go as far as the semifinals this year again. So, and then at that point, who knows what could happen. But I will say that next season, uh, I would say that next season. I'm sorry, I'm reading a chat right now. Uh, Next season, right? Barcelona will be in much better position. We will have 100,000 fans back at the Camp Nou, and you better believe that's going to make a difference because we never had 100,000 fans in like 2 years, and having the fans back is going to help a lot, bro. You guys have no idea how much difference that makes. It's insane. And yeah, a classical watch along. I'll be there. Yeah, I'll probably do that, bro. Um, but no, man. What else you guys are saying? Let's see. Barca doing the preseason in Asia cost us. The teams were not a challenge. Okay, yeah, that's a thought, and we were experimenting then. Yeah, maybe, but we needed the money though. That's the thing. Kunde, Kubarsi, Christensen, Ferran, Rashford, Rooney. Okay, Rooney. Let's go for Rooney. A lot of people love Rooney Bargi. I do like him, but I do. Let's see how he does. So maybe he'll get the start and it'll be great because we get to see him. Hey, volume, dark mode, bro. That Y reminds me of Real Madrid. Of course, bro. Thank you for that. You notice you notice I'm on dark mode, baby. I hate white. I hate white. My phone. You better believe my phone is on dark mode. I hate white, bro. I hate it. I hate it. You should do a watch along with Carnage for a classical. See that the funny thing about collabs, man, it takes two. Okay, so it takes two people to do a watch along. So it's not easy. It's not easy, especially when everybody wants to create their own content and everybody wants to do and have their own space, which is understandable. But yes, one day I'll collaborate with Carnage for sure. Ferran should play on the right. Okay, yeah, maybe. Bernal might get minutes tomorrow. Yeah, I hope so. I want to see him even just for a couple minutes. Pedri is an amazing 10. He played most games for Spain as a 10. Yes, remember when Dani Olmo got injured, Pedri was playing the 10 at the in the Euro. So he has shown that he is good at that. So this is why I know that he can play there. So maybe he will do that. But guys, please like the stream, man. There's 44 people here, 24 likes. Can we get at least to 30 before I end the stream today? I remember everyone watching right now, tune in right after the game tomorrow. I will be right here going live for everybody, and you guys will get the full emotions, full takes, perspective, takeaways, everything about whatever happens in game against Valencia, win, lose, or draw. But we are going to win. I just have to say win, lose, or draw, because if I don't say that and we lose, you guys think I'm not going to show my face. So I'm always going to show my face whether we win, whether we draw, whether we lose. So you guys know that I'm going to be here tomorrow. But anyways, yeah, so this one's Martin, Kubarsi, Araujo, Kunde. I love it. And then back tomorrow for me, Rashford, Lewandowski, and Rooney leading. Okay, yeah, so most people do want to see Rooney. So most people agree with this. That you guys want Rooney, you guys want Rashford, and you guys want Ferran. That's what the lineup is saying, though. I don't know. To be honest, I cannot see Rooney in La Liga side in Barca squad. Why not? Pedri or Vitinha? Dude, it's Pedri, bro. Like, it's not even close. Look, Pedri has... I saw a stat the other day between them two. Pedri has 15 men of the match in the last... I think they did a comparison for the last 30 games. And Pedri had 15 men of the match. Vitinha had 3. This is the difference, bro. This is the difference. Vitinha had 3 men of the match performances. Pedri has 15. 15. And people just look at the stats, they look at things, they look at everything else, and everyone wants to compare to Pedri. But if we talk about, if we're being objective, people say, "Oh, the goals." Okay, yeah, whatever. How many times have we missed so many chances created by Pedri by not scoring the goal? That should have been an assist for Pedri, and he doesn't get it. But the fact that he had 16 men of the match in the last 30 games, it's insane. You guys have no idea how insane that is. Would Mbappe start in Barca? Absolutely. We do. We don't have a striker, bro. Like, can you imagine if we had Mbappe? It's such a cheat code, bro. You guys have no idea how much easier things are for you guys when you have Kylian Mbappe. Okay, that's that Mbappe will start for 100 out of 100 teams in the world right now. Let's put it that way. So it's a kind of a rhetorical question. I sense a Rashford and Rooney masterclass. I'm calling it. I'll be back after the watch along. Yeah, I'll be right here, bro. I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna be doing a post game show right away. As soon as the whistle blows, I hit go live. I'm all ready. I'm all ready for the post game show. I've been loving it, by the way. It's been fire, man. So many people show up, and it's so fun to see all you guys' emotions, and everybody's on the chat, and it's so active. I can't even read them. But it's so great to see the community come together and you guys are listening and all that. It's always so nice. Calma, culers. Barca is winning 6-1 against Valencia tomorrow. Dude, you have no idea how much we need that right now. Especially when we're going to St. James Park on Thursday. Even if we win 5-4-1, we need that because we need that confidence back. We cannot sleep. Even if we win, and if we win ugly, that flight to St. James Park is gonna be ridiculous, bro. It's gonna be ridiculous, and it sucks. So we need to have a statement win going into St. James Park. We need every single ounce of that, and I'll be there about. Thank you. Yeah. So Lamine could lose his spot. Rooney may claim it. Karis. No, bro. Just no. What's up, Mohammed Junior 7? The 7th. Mohammed Junior the 7th. That sounds like a king, dude. You have a king. You have a crown on your logo. So I'm just gonna call you Mohammed Junior the 7th. Maxo, Miguel. My parents are making poo-poo. Dude. Send me the address, bro. Send me the address right now. Right now, I'm stopping by, grabbing some sauce. Dude, stop it, man. Stop it. I'm gonna have to go buy some now. Oh shoot. Okay, then Tony Cruz versus Pedri. Okay, that's better. All right, dude. Look, I said this right. And by the way, everyone, get in the chat. I'm gonna get to the chat. But I love when people do this because this is chilling, man. This is chilling. When people ask me questions, it gets me going. Tony Cruz it's very good, okay? And when he left, I told my brother, because he's the biggest Real Madrid fan, right? And I thought, bro, you guys didn't get anybody for Tony Cruz. He left, bro. I'm like, I don't know how you guys are gonna deal with that. And he's like, no, we're good. We're Real Madrid. We always do this. We're bigger than any. Okay, yeah, that's fine. But who is going to cover for him? And lo and behold, this happened, right? They have been struggling ever since. Now, shoot, dude. I mean, Pedri, it's so hard for me in today's game, though, because he's retired. I had to take Pedri. But if we're taking both on their prime, you can argue right now it's Pedri's prime, Tony Cruz's prime. They're so hand in hand. They're so good. They're both really, really good. I'm not going to lie. Even though he's a Real Madrid player, he was one of my all-time Real Madrid favorite players, by the way. I have to say it's Pedri. I'll give him the edge because it's hard for me to take any player over Pedri because everything he does is so perfect. But Tony Cruz, man, make no mistake about it. He's a close second there. That's a very good comparison. See, I like these comparisons because it makes me think. And it tells me that you guys are knowledgeable because you're not telling me Pedri or Jude, two players who don't play the same position. It's like it's hard to compare them. It's like I don't like those debates sometimes that I feel like a little pointless sometimes. Pedri, best midfielder in the world. That is a fact. To me, I know some people say it's an opinion. That is a fact. He has the most men of the match out of all the midfielders in the world right now. He has the most men of the match. And it goes, you know how hard it is in today's day and era where it's all about stats, it's all about goals, it's all about GAs, it's all about assists to win the best man of the game as a midfielder without an assist and without a goal. You know how much you have to do to win that? It's a lot. Hey, Mets, I haven't seen you in a while, bro. What's going on, my man? Thank you for stopping by again. Yeah, Barcelona winning tomorrow. I haven't seen you for a little while, bro. Fox volume. We need every single player to try as hard as possible. Yeah, dude, we gotta be hungry tomorrow, bro. All I gonna say, we are a lot of pressure tomorrow, man. A lot of pressure tomorrow. I think Lewandowski should start Rafinha on the left. Yeah, I think it's a perfect Rashford game because he can stretch the field. He can add width. Rafinha doesn't stretch the field like that. He plays more centrally. He likes to play. He likes to attack the space. Now, Rashford, on the other hand, he'll do those one plays that even Mbappe was doing today for Real Madrid, where he goes play on the left flank and takes players one-on-one and then hits a cross and somebody else scores. Boom. That's an assist. And I think that's very, very good. Con atol de lote, mango tierno con sal y chile. You guys have no idea what this is, but this is literally sour mangoes before they're ripe, and you put in some the craziest thing, right? These mangoes are so sour, and in my country we put a lot of salt on them, and then we add lime to it, which is the most ridiculous thing in the world. Adding lime to an already sour ingredient substance, and you put some hot sauce on top. It shouldn't work, but it does. It should not work, but it does. It's crazy that we do that, to be honest. Rashford, left wing, Olmo, Rafinha, right wing, Lewandowski. This is what I would do, but dude, I'm in between Olmo and Fermin. I think Fermin needs to get more minutes. I think Olmo needs a wake up call. But guys, please like the stream. I'm up to 30 likes. Get me to 40, guys. Get me to 40. Please do it for me. Do it for me. It's my birthday month, guys. I'm not expecting happy birthdays. I'm not expecting gift cards on the mail. I'm not expecting any of that. I'm not even expecting super chats. I'm just expecting you guys to get me to 4K subscribers. You know how you do that? By liking, by commenting, by getting on the chat, by sharing it, and it lets the algorithm know that you guys are active and that this channel is worth promoting it to more people. That's how I'm gonna get to 4K. When I'm blowing those birthday candles, man, I'm only wishing one thing. I want 4K by the end of the month. That would be the best birthday ever. Barca should have went for Isak in 2022 instead of Lewandowski. Yeah, I agree with that. 2020 hindsight. I mean, Lewandowski, though, he scored over 100 goals. How many goals would have Isak scored? And I get it. Isak was more of the future, right? You're probably right there. It might be a mistake. We should have gotten Isak from Real Sociedad, right? He was in La Liga, playing in La Liga. We should have got him right then and there in front of our very eyes, and we let him go, bro. That was a mistake. I agree. But I don't mind Lewandowski coming here. Like when he came, I thought I couldn't even believe it. Tony Cruz was good, but not Pedri's level. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Tony Cruz is amazing, but Pedri just has more. I don't know. Pedri has just this thing, man, where he just controls. He does the 360 moves on everybody, and it's like he's so good, bro. Like everything that he does is just a thing of beauty. Would you take Alvarez or Haaland? So this has been a debate. I made a video on Haaland, and a lot of people came at me saying it was Alvarez. I feel like with Lamine playing on the right flank, making those plays, making those crosses, we would score at least 2 to 3 goals per game, guaranteed, with Haaland. And I don't think we would have that threat with Julian Alvarez. Now, I do have a soft spot for Julian Alvarez. If we don't go for Haaland because it's too expensive, and we do go for Alvarez, I'm gonna be the happiest guy in the world, man. I am gonna be that. David Beckham or Pedri? It's Pedri, bro. It's not even an argument. David Beckham was good back in his day. He was a great free kick taker, great crosser of the ball, but he never had that kind of control of the midfield that Pedri did. That's the unique thing about Pedri. It's just how good he controls the ball. Discord server when bro. Okay, look, I feel like when I get bigger, like 5,000, 10,000 subs, it may be worth to have a Discord service. But you guys told me if I'm wrong on that. Do you guys want a Discord? I mean, I didn't think I was big enough for a Discord, to be honest. This is the only reason why I'm not doing it right now. You think Pedri will start 8 in Madrid? Yeah, dude. Pedri is everything you guys need right now. Control the midfield. That is exactly what Pedri will do for you guys. I mean, you guys have no idea how many wonders you guys will do with Pedri Gonzalez. Even if you have to bench somebody, like for real. Imagine Pedri with Tchouaméni, dude. I don't even imagine it. Actually, scratch that. Don't imagine that. Yo, what's up, Barca fan? How's it going, brother? Thank you for stopping by. Pedri is more mobile, dribble more, have more better vision on the field, control the ball better, passes better, reads games better. Yeah, I know. Pedri, dude. What does he? There's nothing that he can't do. That's the thing with Pedri. Greetings all. Yeah, thank you for stopping, bro. Maxo, I love being Salvadorian, dude. Me too. The only thing I don't love about being Salvadorian is how bad our national team is. Like, we are bad, bro. I watched them against Suriname, a game we should have won at the Cuscatlan. After beating Guatemala on the road, we went back at the Cuscatlan home as a statement moment, and we just bottled it, man. And we just don't have a midfield. We just don't have any creator, and that's the problem. We just need a better group of guys, and we just don't have them right now. It has to start from the bottom, dude. King, bro, stop those comparisons. Yeah. Well, when it comes to Pedri, though, it's gonna be hard, especially for a Barcelona fan, to go against Pedri. Is there a player that I think that I would take over Pedri? I mean, because I compare him with Xavi, not so much Iniesta. Yeah, so it's hard. It's hard to find a player that would be better than Pedri right now, right? Guys, like for volume. Hey, King Jr., man, I appreciate you, bro. I think you're a Real Madrid fan, and you're here, man. I appreciate that. Even I do appreciate every Barcelona fan, but anybody's welcome, and I appreciate everyone who's active on the chat, and I appreciate that. Keep the streams. Keep the streams. You are the GOAT. Hey, listen to this, by the way. Listen, this is gossip right here. I want to go back to the false nine with either Olmo or Fermin. We did really well. Yeah, there may be a time where we may go back to that. I agree. That's something that just go back on. False nine. I wanted to do that when Lewandowski was out, but we didn't do it. So I guess sometimes when we play with Ferran, it does seem like we're playing a false nine because he tracks back too much. He steps outside the box. Hits Olmo in stride against Rayo Vallecano. Some of those plays are outside the box. Believe it or not, we've been playing false nine with Ferran Torres more than you think. Hugo Ekitike will start for Barca. Yeah, I think we need a striker, man. We need a striker. In all honesty, there's gonna be a hard season for us. I wouldn't think just yet. We have, after this tough game against Newcastle. Look, we're gonna win in Valencia, right? At the game against Valencia, we're gonna win. We may struggle against Newcastle, and then people are gonna overreact, and then Barcelona is gonna go on a big winning streak of a lot of easy games, and then people are gonna get back on the bandwagon. Trust me. Pedro is a baller. Yes, it is. We're going to be a judge of our last season performance. Yeah. I know. No big club wanted Isak in 2022. That's a mistake. It's a mistake. You know what I mean? But no, man. Thank you guys for stopping by the pregame show, man. I mean, there's a lot of things I think to look for in this game, though. If you guys, it says Barca fan, chill. Don't celebrate October 26th 3-0 win. Yeah, let's get it, man. Let's get it. Don't think that because we may be struggling, we're not going to beat Real Madrid, by the way. Homemade cheeseburgers or McDonald's? Man, what kind of bogus questions are you asking, Miguel? LOL. Pedri clears. All Real Madrid midfielders. He starts. Lamine starts. Araujo starts. Y'all tripping. It's all good. I do appreciate questions, though. I do appreciate questions. It makes the show more fun. I'm always encouraging questions. So I think it's all good. I think it's all good and fun, right? Yeah, so let's see. Catalan 94, man. What's going on, brother? I'm going to the game tomorrow. Miss the Camp Nou. Damn, you missed it, bro. You missed it, but you probably live close. Catalan, do me a favor, okay? There's a new feature. There's a new feature on the channels, right? On my channel and every channel. YouTube launched a new feature where you can go to my channel and you can visit my community, and under that community you can make a post yourself, and everybody in my community will see it, including myself. So take pictures and post them in the community tabs so that I can see it, or tag me on Twitter or X, whatever. But if you want to take some pictures at the stadium or whatever, post them on the community, visit the community, and you can make posts and you can share pictures. That'd be kind of cool. El Selecta can't play for anything, bro. We are never going to make it to any World Cup. You know, the funny thing is, Maxo, my brother, my older brother, and my dad told me a bad memory that El Salvador lost 10-1, or I think it was 10-0. I can't remember. Last time we were in the World Cup. So ever since he told me how humiliating that was, I don't blame us for not going to the World Cup, because what's the point of making it to the World Cup if you're gonna get humiliated? Like, you want your team to make you to make you proud, and if you're there just to freaking lose 10-0, dude, I don't want us to go. I only want us to go if we're gonna compete, even if we don't make it past the group stage. But if at least compete, lose 3-0 is fine, lose 2-0 is fine, 2-1, 1-0, but I don't want to lose 10-0, bro. That's the thing. All right, so guys, I am gonna be ending this stream very soon. Please like the stream if you haven't. Subscribe to my channel. I would always appreciate it. I am in Ghana. I like to watch you always. Visca Barça, Visca Catalunya. Thank you, bro. Thank you from Ghana, man. Big up Ghana, man. Welcome all opposition. Yeah, everybody, man. Hoising will start with Barca, but yeah, a la Madrid. Yeah, Hoisen and Kubarsi will be sick, man. That would be amazing, though. I'm not going to lie. Only way Barca get better than last season is winning the squad, winning the squad, and it's not possible. So I'm in on record already, and I said this. Look, it's gonna be hard to top what we did last year, because last year we won everything. That's very difficult to do, and I said it at the time. Guys, don't take it for granted. This is not normal. You're not supposed to just roll out of bed and do this, okay? So that's the thing. Okay, why do you think Barca is struggling? So in part because Inigo Martinez is not there, and in part is because I think there's a little bit of like complacency. The team is just like standing around. When you win everything, it's hard to just keep success. It's hard to win, but it's harder to maintain success and to keep that hunger going. And it's just a matter of, but I think Barca will get it together, though. I think Hansi Flick will push the right buttons at the end of the day. When you face on October 26th, it won't be easy. We will win. Just watch a la Madrid. Of course, a Madrid fan saying Real Madrid will win. We need to bring back Prime Mágico González. Dude, it's going to be hard to even get somebody half the abilities that Mágico González had, bro. Miguel, do you know why our national team is so bad? It's because a generation left. Had we stayed and had a good coach in a program, we will be world champions at least once. Look, what I will say, because you guys are asking me, right, about the national team, what I will say is why we are so bad. I don't think that we lack talent. I think there is talent. We just don't know how to find it. Because look, there's a lot in the rural areas and not the city, right? Because see, my dad used to work as a gardener in a private university in El Salvador, and I used to go there, right? So I used to compete with these kids, right? Dude, I was better than these kids back at the time, and these kids were private school trust fund kids, and they were the ones who were getting called up by like the teams, like the professional teams in El Salvador, and from the professional teams, based on connections, they will get called up to the national team. This happened for years in El Salvador. So they never go for the actual talent. They always go for like the kid of the kid and the kid of whoever, and they never get the actual best players on the pitch, on the field. And that's a problem in El Salvador. And there's a lot of talent back in the villages. You're just not going there, and that's the problem. You need more scouts. I think it goes down to more academies, make it affordable for poor areas, and make it affordable and make it more accessible. And that's the only way we're gonna get more talent. But we just need more talent. We don't have the talent in the midfield. We don't have the talent in the defense. We don't have the talent in the striker positions. Look at this kid Arda Ordaz right now. He plays for LAFC. He's been here in America, playing in America in the MLS. So you need players who can develop early, but you need to help them from early stages. And that's what's happening in El Salvador right now. But now, man, I think I am gonna call it. But guys, Trinidad in the building. What's up, Trinidad, man? How's it going? So big up, Trinidad, bro. Yeah, but guys, man, I am gonna get out of here. I thank you guys for being here with me in this pregame show. I'm gonna give you guys my prediction before I go, though. Look, I think Valencia is gonna be looking to pay back time to Barcelona from that humiliating that we put on them last season in 5 games. In 3 games, we scored 17 goals, guys. 17 goals in just 3 games against Valencia. So they're going to be having a chip on their shoulder. So I expect them to show up this game. But Barcelona, in a course of 90 minutes, they have the talent, they have the pacing, they have everything to win. And Barcelona takes this one in a tough game in the beginning, but in the second half, Barcelona breaks it through, and Barcelona wins this game 3-1. At the end of the day, I think this is exactly what's going to happen. Whoever has money gets to play first. That's our problem. Yeah, whoever has money. I remember these kids leagues, man. I played in them, and I was better. And these kids were playing in El Salvador. It was so ridiculous. I'm not saying that I should have been there, by the way. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that if I was bearing those kids at that time, why are they playing in El Salvador later? Like I don't understand that. Like they're not good enough. Guys, the transfer window closed till December. Let's be realistic. We need to gel now. Yeah, we need to gel, man. And I think we will. I think Hansi Flick bringing Thiago Alcantara was a step in the right direction towards bringing the team together. He would help with more leadership. Barcelona needs heart, needs more leaders, and Thiago Alcantara came to do this. And I'll end with that, by the way. Guys, let's win tomorrow, 3-1. I'll see you guys after the game. And as always, Visca el Barça.